Ever wonder what it costs to turn a metal building into a dream art studio?
That's exactly what our client did with a custom 3,000 square foot metal building.
Yes, sir. So stick around, because in this video, we're going to be breaking down the entire cost and what all actually went into it.
Let's
go. Welcome back, Pack. David here and Ed with the marketing department, and today we are going to be breaking down the cost for this massive one-of-one 3,000 square foot single slope red iron art studio that we did for our client out in Dripping Spring, Texas.
Yes,
man, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, I bet. But man, it was just an awesome experience. You know, just touring the whole building around with our client, and you and Adwo actually did a whole building separately, right? Kind of just touring around, just more technical side, the educational side from the 3-inch spray foam, the engineering.
What goes into the engineering of the single slope, all that good stuff. Yeah, so it was a super unique experience for sure. We've done a lot of tours, hundreds of buildings, and this is our first art studio, man. So that's so awesome. Insane. Just goes to show how creative you can actually get with these metal buildings, because it's not just a metal building. It's what you envision, your space, your man cave, your she shed, your art studio, woodworking shop. You know, at the end of the day, it's your vision brought to life.
Yeah, so many possibilities. I mean, that's always something we always mention in our videos, is like you can basically make it to whatever you envision it. So man,
that's the exciting part of it.
Yeah, super exciting. So again, Pack, if you haven't watched those videos, I highly recommend watching those. And again, follow us on our socials, right?
Yep.
And we have a lot of cool, exciting stuff there. Can you mention a little bit of that?
Social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, we're posting every day, which I'm actually glad you brought that up, because we are actually going live on Facebook now.
Live?
Yeah, we're going live on Facebook.
That's awesome.
Answering questions, comments, concerns. Maybe you're not in the market yet, but you kind of dipping your toes into it, trying to figure out what you want to, you see a lot of things on the forums and questions that you might have. That's what we're doing the lives for, to answer questions, comments, concerns. And if you're in the market now or a year from now, 3 years from now, it doesn't matter. We're here to answer those questions, and no strings attached.
Yeah.
I believe we're going to be doing them on either Wednesdays or Fridays. Not 100% sure yet, but usually around 12:30 we're going to be running those live. So make sure you guys tune in, because we're going to be answering a lot of good questions.
Yes. So sit back, relax, and man, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be good, man. So let's go.
You ready for this tour? For live?
Let's get it cracking.
Either one. Let's go.
All right.
Alrighty, Pack. So now, before we get into the breakdown of the sick metal building, the whole pricing breakdown, David, it was a beautiful, awesome, full circle moment. Talk to us, David. How was this whole process from the planning stage to the whole finishing building? What was it like?
Actually, fun fact, whenever Mandy came in originally, she actually was working with Ernesto.
Wow.
Yeah. She was working with Ernesto before he became a sales manager. But after he became a sales manager, that's whenever I got the privilege of working with her, and really just kind of putting what Ernesto helped bring that vision to fruition, I guess you can call it. And then after she got with us, we were able to take care of the rest of the project. She had been planning this for 12 years, bro.
12 years?
Yeah, so it's a good feeling knowing that something that took that long waiting and planning, we were finally able to make it a reality. We know that these things, it's a big investment, so we want to take our time, make sure that we reach whatever vision you have, take our time with it, make sure we're planning everything right, because I'll use this one as an example. 12 years, we don't want to rush it.
Yeah. Talk to us again. What made this really, building this whole very unique, because there were so many things in it, right? There's a lot of custom things that we offer.
Let me backtrack. Whenever Ernesto planned it, it had the garage doors, it had the lean-to, things like that. So the original design was not what it is right now.
Wow.
In the initial conversation after I took over, we kind of started talking and things like that, and we introduced the glass overhead doors, which it's a really standout feature in that building.
Yes.
And throughout the planning stage and the construction phase, actually James, and this goes back to the whole team working together, right? He was a red iron manager at the time. He actually helped. Yeah, he's been everywhere.
He's been everywhere. Fab Shop, Red Iron.
Where's he at right now?
Permitting, it's the whole thing.
But shout out to James real quick, your grandpa.
My grandpa.
He made it happen for her on the Indigo Batik Blue Spray Foam. Oof. As you can see in the video, you really don't think it's something that's gonna make the building stand out, but it really ties everything together. So shout out to James, because he really helped her out on the spray foam, the custom flakes on the concrete. So it's really a team effort. Whenever you're working with us, you're not just working with one salesperson. You're working with the entire team, collaborating to make your vision come to life.
Man, that's freaking awesome. Again, shout out to the whole Wolfpack who made our clients Mandy's beautiful dream building come to life, man. It's freaking awesome. So now the moment of truth. Now let's get into the pricing. pricing, because this is where it starts to get good right here. So, David, talk to us. What was the whole cost, starting with, the concrete itself, the foundation? One of the most, if not the most important part. The most important.
I always say that the building's only as good as the foundation it sits on. So, the concrete for this particular project came out to $55,685, which includes the 30 by 110 main building with the 10 by 100 lean-to. Keep in mind, this price is standard for our concrete work, which offers our standard price includes the 4-inch slab, 3,500 psi, the notch edge detail around the entire perimeter of the building and the garage door openings, the vapor barrier, the perimeter footings, and the internal cross beams as well for the structural support. I do really want to quickly touch on the 3,500 psi just because in the industry you typically see between 2,500 to 3,000.
35.
Yeah, so we learned from our own experience. 3,500 and up is that sweet spot. So we can do higher, but upon request or upon the engineering requirements.
Yes, sir. That's something we always talk about in our industry, and especially here at WolfSteel, is that we're always trying to revamp the standards, right?
Yeah, even our own standards.
Yes, even our own standards. Perfectly well said, David.
Yes,
and that price that we include in the concrete, that doesn't include the site prep cost. Because every single land, every single site, it's different. Every single one is going to have its different hills, different elevations, terrains. It's very, very, very different. So it does not cover the site prep cost. So this foundation concrete price is only if it was perfectly level. So, that is all it covers.
There's no such thing as a perfectly level site, but best case snerio.
What about the building, David? So, man, let's get into the building, because
let's get into it.
This one, it's freaking awesome.
Before I actually break down the cost, I'm going to let you know what's all included in the cost, because it's a lot. It's a massive building, so I'll give you guys the breakdown. This price includes a 30 by 110, 17 on the high side, 14 on the low side, engineered single slope red iron bolt up. It has a 10-foot wide, 100-foot long lean-to with the painted frame. I think it was shady red to match your home. All the custom frame outs, because she provided her own windows, so this cost is frame out plus installs as well. The single slope roof upgrade, the gutters and downspouts, which is standard on all of our red iron buildings. The site plan for permitting, the base trim, and the equipment to be able to raise those heavy trusses up. The price for this building came out to $189,304.
I know, and that's something that our viewers are, just definitely very interested. It's like, what is the whole single slope roof, and why is it considered an upgrade, David? So talk to us a little bit about that. Just give us a little bit more insight on that.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually a question that we get a lot, because obviously the single slope buildings are very popular. They're beautiful. They give it the landscape a different aesthetic. So it is a question that we do commonly get asked. And the best way I can describe a single slope building, and I actually go into it during the technical tour, but if you haven't watched it, make sure you click the link below. But the best way I can describe is that the 30-foot wide single slope is taking half of a traditional 60-foot wide gable building. Whenever you have a 60 wide, the two high sides balance each other out.
Oh, wow.
So put your hand up like this. If you take one if you take one of those hands out, it's going to collapse. So there's additional framing, additional engineering, more calculations to be able to support whenever you remove that counterweight. It's going to be able to support that high side, especially because her project is sitting up on a hill. Those winds are high. So there's additional reinforcements, portals, things like that. So it's very technical, but that's really what it is. It's just more engineering and more complex behind the scenes to make it structurally sound and safe.
Gotcha. Thank you, Dave, for explaining that for me, because we're always learning here.
We're always learning.
Always learning. So, quick note. So, before we move on again, so since this is a 30-foot wide, single slope building, we built it as a red iron bolt up. So, I mean, it came out freaking spectacular. So, again, if you're looking for a single slope building that's 20 feet wide or less, we can typically build that as as a non-engineered weld up. So that's because the 20-foot single slope has the structure comparable to a 40-foot gable roof.
Exactly.
Man.
So 20 wides can definitely be non-engineered. If you're getting a 40-foot wide with us, it's not engineered. If you go higher than that, it's going to be engineered. So it's the same scenario. 20 wide single slope is half of a 40 wide gable. So it's the same building materials we can manage very easily.
Man, you are so smart, David. How do you know all this?
You're just making me look good, bro.
A new project can be tedious. Finding the correct contractor for your concrete, building, insulation, etc. It's a lot. We know. We've seen it from various customers, which is why we've combined everything in one place just for you. We handle everything for you to make sure you have your building your way. We do tubular and red iron metal buildings, bolt ups to weld ups, concrete, site preparation, demolition work, polished concrete, polyura, or concrete coatings, permitting assistance to make sure you are clear with the city and HOA, various insulation insulation options like spray foam, fiberglass, and solar reflective insulation. Gutter system, custom accessories to stand out against your neighbors. Custom overhead and roll-up doors, cedar posts, or encasements. Various service door options or windows to match your aesthetics. Mezzanines or balconies available, or bolt-ups to give you that additional vertical space. Electrical is in the beta and available close to our office here in Fort Worth, Texas. Limited landscaping options and masonry to match your home or get that HOA approval. Everything you need in one place. Whether you're a business owner needing warehouse space, or a car enthusiast needing a garage, or just anyone looking for a strong custom metal building, we've got you covered. Our clients choose not because we're the cheapest, but because of what we stand for. Keep in mind, we do not service outside of our service areas. We do not provide just materials or just metal building kits. We don't just do concrete or spray foam. We do full turnkey Texas metal building projects. If you fall within our service area, contact us today. If not, I hope our channel can help you with your metal building project.
I mentioned earlier that this price includes the frame outs plus installs. One question that we get asked all the time is that, can I provide my own doors and windows? And the answer is that you absolutely can provide your own windows and doors as well. We know that everybody has a different vision for their dream project, their shop, their man cave, things like that. So what we did is the client purchased the doors and the windows, and they actually had them on site ready for us to be able to install them. That's one of our requests, not necessarily a demand, but a highly encouraged request that they are on site so that we can actually create the frame out so that they're fit, flushed evenly and perfect. The trim matches, everything matches, and there's no modifications that have to be done to the building at a later date.
Well, let's go into accessories, David, because man, this is where you can really, just beef it up, make it to what you envision, right? So, and that's exactly what our client Mandy wanted to be, an art studio, right? So she wanted those little extra touches, that really makes it her vision, her personal style.
Everything tied in together for her.
There you go. Personality, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But you can definitely tell it's her personality.
Yes.
For sure.
So tell us, David, we went into it all, what was the total cost for that?
So yeah, let's start with these awesome 10x10 automatic full glass overhead doors. These doors definitely, add a lot of character to the building itself. But more than that, they give the building a great look, but they also serve a few purposes for our client Mandy. Actually, 3 main topics that she actually touched on. One was positioned, and I love the reason why she did this. They positioned the doors on the east side of the building so that she can see that sunrise.
Oh, man.
I don't know about you, but I'm a sucker for a good view, bro.
Oh, same here.
A tasty little view? Bro.
Man.
With a little coffee?
Coffee in the morning, maybe a little bagel.
So she put them on the east side, had a good time. We actually got to see the sunrise whenever we got there. It was a good time. Whenever you're driving up to the property, the building sits right there. So those glass overhead doors allow her to see what's coming in and out of her property, giving her a little bit of extra peace of mind. She's always going to be inside the building. She wants to be able to see what's going on.
Who's coming in, who's
coming
out.
Yeah, a little peace of mind for her. And then thirdly was finally, again, facing east brings in a lot of natural light, and the natural light allows for that polyurea flakes to really pop. I mean, you recorded on the video, it was the sparkly, glittery.
Yes, it was like popping out, very unique.
Super unique. Very exactly, unique. So those 10x10 fully automatic glass overhead doors with the high tracks, I want to make sure I mention that, with the high tracks, came out to $19,362 with 50 cents.
Wow, that's great. Let's talk about overhead, man, because that's what kind of makes this whole building just even another whole nother package.
So she actually mentioned that. I was like, why'd you add the overhang? She's like, I didn't want a traditional metal building. I want this thing to look a lot cool. So the client added the 2-foot overhang, same again for her personal touch, but it also matched with her home. She mentioned that the house had 2-foot overhangs, so she really wanted to have that part of the project. But whenever we were doing the tour, I actually got to see firsthand the craftsmanship that goes into it. The finished look with the underlined soffit panels, the clean corner trims, the sharp edges, everything just ties together and it just looked beautiful.
Wow.
But the cost for that 2-foot overhang actually came out to $17,500. That's for the full perimeter of the main building and the lean-to as well.
Yes. No, that's another thing. It's like talking about perimeter, right? She did, the wainscot, right? The break. Talk to us. What was that like? Because it looks Spectacular.
Chef's kiss?
Chef's kiss. Man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, so Mandy did plan on adding masonry to her project. So we didn't do the masonry. We talk about that in the tour, but we didn't do it. But something that we recommend to our clients is that whenever you're gonna do the masonry, let us know so that we can at least add that two-tone trim. We call it two-tone wainscoting. You don't have to do two-tone.
Yeah.
It's just the Z-trim that's gonna separate the two colors per se.
Okay.
Right, and that's the long-term solution for water seepage in between the panels and the masonry.
Gotcha.
You can add grout. That is something that's very common, but over time with water, it just kind of starts deteriorating, things like that. You have to retouch it up. This Z-trim is more of a long-term solution.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and so for the two-tone wainscoting, which you see as a line item in the quote, comes out to $5,166.
Gotcha. There's so many accessories that made this building insane. So, my favorite here that we always talk about is the Polyurea, one of the floor coatings that we offer. Man, it looks spectacular. Yeah. So she mentioned that she wanted, the Polyurea system because she didn't want to do no grind and seal or polished concrete because the dogs can start scratching on it and stuff like that.
She had the polished concrete in her house, so she already had the experience with that thing.
Yeah, so she didn't want to deal with that whole mess.
Exactly.
And so she wanted something easy that was a simple cleanup, something where you can spill oil, maybe her paints. She's
good point.
Yes,
good point.
Her paints that she cut, maybe she can spill sometimes, and easy cleanup. So that's why she wanted to go with the Polyurea and that flake system. Man, just one of a kind.
Super shiny, very glittery, and it's definitely and I like it because it matches the indigo batik blue spray foam. So again, it all ties together.
Yes, that beautiful, well said. And then so the cost for that custom, the 3,000 square foot Polyurea comes out to $21,575. So that's perfect, man.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Even.
Alrighty, moving on, David. So the beautiful spray foam, David. It came out spectacular.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to James, man. And
for sure.
James, the whole planning team that made it happen. My grandpa, I love you. But man, talk to us, David. What was the price for that and why? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like I mentioned earlier, that the spray foam, particularly, she mentioned in the tour that she has a restroom in her house painted that color. So she really fell in love with it. And again, it tied into the entire vision of the building. So she actually ended up going with a 3-inch close-up spray foam for the entire building, giving her that R value 21.
Oh, wow.
But aside from the R value, again, she got that roof painted indigo batik blue.
Yeah.
And that was a custom color that she really wanted. And like I said, it just ties everything together. Oh, by the way, it was only the roof that was painted.
Oh, okay.
And the frame of the building, but the walls were not painted. So this cost is for that. Spray foam came out to a total of $45,993.
Wow, and just even going with the spray foam, like just the batik blue is just spectacular. And spray foam does a really good job. It just
it was cool in there.
Yes, it felt amazing, right?
Like when we were doing the tour outside, I was like, hey, can we tour the inside again? Like, let's go back in there, bro.
It felt amazing. She had like 3 mini split systems, I believe so.
Four. So the fourth one, she was gonna add it on the other side.
Yes.
Again, if you're gonna add the mini splits in your building, think about the R value, think about the size. Again, this size was a 3,000 square foot building, 3-inch spray foam, 3 mini splits. It kind of all worked together for her.
Yeah, man, just insane space. I'd love to go back maybe 40 years from now.
Maybe she wants another building in another 12 years.
That's insane.
Actually, she did say that she was going to build another one.
Man.
Down the property for her husband.
Really? And we actually did a carport.
Oh, we did that carport.
We did the carport, and it came out freaking awesome.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful tour, man. It lasted 30 seconds, but it's a cool tour.
Definitely check our socials for that, because, man, that was an insane tour from David.
Yeah,
but
man.
Yes, let's go. Moving on. So the cost for the whole thing, David, the foundation, the engineered red iron bolt up, single slope, all the custom accessories from the spray foam, Polyurea, overhead doors, the whole shebang.
Everything.
What is the total price? What are we working with?
Total cost for this particular project, this one-of-one art studio, came out to $296,785 with 64 cents.
Awesome. Again, now if you're in the market, shopping for a 3,000 square foot building, you don't need maybe all those custom accessories. David, help us out with some of those details, because again, we're always looking to give those cost saving options for maybe someone that doesn't need all the skedazzle, the batik blue.
Yeah.
Talk to us, David. How can we save on that cost as well?
I'm glad that you brought that up, because we can do, again, this is a 30 wide.
Yeah.
30 wides are standard in the industry, even in red iron industry. We can always do a non-engineered gabled style. So I actually created a design for a 30 by 100 by 14 on the low side gabled building. So we have here is a 30 by 100 by 14.
Gotcha.
It includes the lean-to as well, 10 by 100 lean-to, two 10 by 10 roll-up doors, which are standard in the industry as well.
Makes sense.
The steel walk-in door. I added 4 windows, 3 by 3 double pane insulated windows. I even added insulation into this quote here.
Wow.
So it's a 3-inch single layered fiberglass, because at the end of the day, who doesn't want insulation in their metal building?
You're gonna need it, right?
You don't need the 3-inch spray foam maybe, but you want a little bit of insulation.
Yes.
So I included that in this quote as well. And this cost actually includes our standard foundation as well.
Yeah.
No overhangs, fiberglass instead of spray foam, no concrete coatings, just a good old red iron, full I-beam metal building, non-engineered weld up. That total comes out to $146,238 with 2 cents. Great project, half the cost, and still serves the same purpose.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you explained that for us, because we're always looking for alternatives.
There's options.
Yeah, lots of options. That's one thing that our sales team definitely does is if you have a number in mind, we always try to hit that number,
for sure.
or maybe even come close.
We never want to exceed your budget. We want to make sure that we make your dreams happen within that budget. Now, if your dream is not realistic, then we're gonna show you options of what we can do, within your budget, and hopefully make it happen. Pack, there you have it. This beautiful single slope red iron bolt up turned into the one-of-a-kind art studio.
Yes.
A vision made reality. I have to ask though, what would you do differently?
Oh yeah.
Leave a comment in the section down below.
Drop it down.
What would you do differently? Because we want to know what you guys have in mind. What's your vision? Comment down below. Maybe we can use it as a reference to maybe create one of the live videos. Maybe I don't know.
We can price it out as well.
We can price it out. Yeah. That's a good point.
That's something we do in the live videos. Is that we kind of price out whatever you have in mind, and we can definitely bring it up there. So
So honestly, this project reminds me that a metal building is not just a metal building. It's really what you want it to be, what you envision. Again, a man cave, a she shed, an art studio, a hobby shop, a place to start a business. Here at WolfSteel, we don't just build a metal building. We help create spaces where people can do what they love, and to us, that's what makes these projects super special.
Yes, man. Thank you, David. It was a pleasure, my man. Our first video together.
Welcome to the front of the camera, bro.
I made it. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
David.
you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Let's go.
What's up, Pack? Remember to stay up to date with everything that we're up to by checking out our social media. You can find us at WolfSteel Buildings for behind the scenes action. We share our latest projects, update on what the team is working on, and all the exciting progress happening in real time. Don't miss out on the action, and remember to give us a follow.